Welcome to the Rainy Room podcast, a quiet place to reflect, to learn, and to be inspired by stories of extraordinary ambition, softly told under the rain. Tonight, let's talk about a man who refused to follow the conventional path. A man whose ideas were so ambitious they often sounded like science fiction until they weren't. This is the story of Elon Musk. Elon was born in 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa. A boy who spent more time reading books than talking to people. He was quiet, often bullied, often ignored. At 12, he built a video game, not with a team, not at a coding boot camp, just him, a computer, and curiosity. That game, Blaster, sold for $500. It wasn't much, but it was the first sign of something rare, a young mind not afraid to build. At 17, Elon left South Africa, alone. He moved to Canada, then to the US, studying physics and economics at the University of Pennsylvania. But school was never the goal, it was a stepping stone. He once said, "I always knew I wanted to start a company, I just didn't know what it would be." And in 1995, he dropped out of a PhD at Stanford after just 2 days to build Zip2, a digital city guide for newspapers. People laughed. Why would newspapers need the internet? But he built it anyway. Just 4 years later, Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million. Elon walked away with $22 million and a dream that was only getting started. With that money, he could have retired. He didn't. Instead, he launched X.com, an online bank, before online banking was a thing. People didn't trust it. The internet was still dial-up. Fraud was high. But Elon saw the future, not the risk. X.com eventually merged and became what we know as PayPal. And when eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion in 2002, Elon earned around $180 million. Now, most people would take that money and walk away, but not Elon. That same year, he founded SpaceX. He had no experience in aerospace, no background in rocket science, just a belief. If humans were going to survive long term, we needed to become multiplanetary. Crazy? Yes. Ambitious? Definitely. Impossible? Almost. The first 3 rocket launches failed, millions lost, engineers exhausted, his entire fortune almost gone. And yet, he held on. In 2008, the 4th launch worked. Falcon 1 reached orbit. SpaceX became the first private company to do what only governments had done before. A few months later, NASA signed a $1.6 billion contract. The rain was finally clearing. But while SpaceX was reaching for the stars, Elon had another problem here on Earth. Tesla, the electric car company he had invested everything into and debuted, was on the verge of collapse. The 2008 financial crisis hit. Production was behind. The Model S wasn't ready. There were nights Elon had to borrow money to pay rent, but still he pushed forward. In 2012, the Model S launched. It wasn't just good. It redefined what a car could be. Fast, silent, elegant, and electric. Today, Tesla is not just a car company, it's a movement, one that forced the entire auto industry to evolve. But Elon wasn't done. He helped create SolarCity, pushing for cleaner energy. He co-founded OpenAI to make artificial intelligence safer. He started Neuralink to connect the human brain to technology. And the Boring Company because, well, he hates traffic. His life has been filled with bold moves, controversy, late nights, hard losses, and unbelievable wins. But underneath it all, a single thread. And he doesn't just imagine the future, he builds it. And maybe that's what makes Elon Musk so fascinating. He doesn't chase comfort. He doesn't seek approval. He takes big bets, absorbs big failures, and still keeps moving forward. He once said, when something is important enough, you do it, even if the odds are not in your favor. That mindset, relentless and unreasonable, is what changed the world. Not luck, not perfection, just obsession and courage. Thank you for listening to the Rainy Room podcast. If this story gave you a moment of calm, a spark of inspiration, or a reason to keep going, subscribe for more. Because in this quiet room, beneath the sound of rain, we keep telling the stories that shape the world.